What's going on, YouTube? So today's video, check this out. If I had to start over, what would I pick? Either heat press with Plastisol heat transfer or screen printing. So in this video, I'm going to go over basically the pros and cons, everything that I know now. What would I do differently if I had to start all over? Better yet, if I had to tell my 18-year-old self, or if I was in high school and I wanted to start a side business or whatever, what would I do? Let me compare the two, and I want you guys, I'm not bashing on anything, I'm not for or against anything. I'm just telling you guys my opinion, and I'm gonna tell you guys, everything that I've learned and all the things that I did wrong. And I want to be 100% honest, and I want to be real with you guys, and I want you guys to make your own decision. So if you're thinking about starting a side business with heat transfer or with screen print.
Alright, so let's get started. So heat press, right, with Plastisol heat transfer versus screen printing, right, and that's with Plastisol ink as well. So let me make a chart real quick so I can make some different columns, and so we can compare the two, and then you guys can make your own decision, right? So the first column is going to be equipment. The second column is how much money do you need to get started. Third column is going to be the pros, and then the fourth is the cons, right? So let me divide the two. The equipment, you just need literally like 2-3 things: the heat press, the transfers, and electricity, right? Obviously you can't do it outside. Here you're going to need a lot more, right? You're going to need the actual screen printing press, you need the ink, you need the screens, you need the Plastisol remover, you need a wash station to clean out your screens, you need gloves, you need a squeegee, let's see, you need emulsion remover, etc., etc. There's so much. I have a whole video just on this, right? So let me show you guys how much one heat press costs. This is exactly the one I bought, which is $189. All right, so you need $189 to buy the machine. Then transfer, it depends, right? And then the reason I say it depends is because one color heat transfer is going to cost less than a multicolor heat transfer. Also, you have to know where you're getting your heat transfers from. That's another thing. So you have to, you have to compare prices with different companies. Okay, so for the screen printing press, and this is the lowest quality, let's say, like the lowest money you need to start. But as you can see, there's some that are like $1,200. There's some that's like $515. This one is $900. So there's different types. It's really literally starting from like $200 all the way to thousands of dollars. And this is just the low quality. Imagine the big quality costs a lot more. So some of the pros, right, of having a heat transfer is easy, way easy to learn. It's not messy. You don't have to deal with the ink. It's not that much, you don't need that much space, right? You don't need that much space. You can do it from your living room. And it's faster to make, right? I think it's great to start off. If you're starting off, I think it's great. So some of the cons are the transfers can be a little pricey, right? Remember I said that depending on how many colors, the complexity of the design, it could get a little pricey. I believe that heat transfer is way better for bigger orders because you're going to pay less for the transfers. Now, some pros for screen printing is the production cost is way less. Some of the cons for screen printing is big learning curve. It's messy, a lot of moving parts. You need the right press, right? Now you can't get a cheap press, and there's a lot of work. Another con for heat transfer is less profit. So if there's less profit, there's bigger profit for screen printing. So that's basically it. I mean, you have the pros, right? Easy to learn, not messy, not that much spare, faster. It's great to start off. Some of the cons is just the profit wise is going to be a little bit less than screen printing. Screen printing is going to be a little bit more profit, but it's a lot more work, more messier.
All right, so let me show you. This is the one that I showed you guys in Amazon, which is like 100, I think 89 or something. So this is the exact one I showed you guys, and I'll put a link down below for you guys so you can see. Boom, right? And then this one, this is our second one that I bought afterwards. So this is from Heat Press Nation. So I'll put a link. I'll put a link below where I got it from and the price. This one's pretty good too. I mean, you know, to be honest with you guys, this one starting off, just even because of the price, is amazing. I mean, we still use it. So at the moment we're using 2, right? So here's the 2 that we use. The only thing that you need is the heat press and then the Plastisol heat transfer. All those are transfers. Now for screen printing is right here. So we got this aside because we haven't used it in a little while. But this is the one that I got, is a 2-station 4-color. And we put that old table there to, you know, for the base. And it still works, it's just more complicated. Right, you gotta get the ink, you need the screens, and look, all that, this is all the ink. See that? So we have the ink, we have the machine, we have screens over here, like all this stuff just to make a shirt. And let me show you guys something real quick. All that stuff, see that? Wash station. So there you have it. The difference between a heat press using Plastisol heat transfer, right, and doing it the screen print way with Plastisol ink. So I hope that gave you a general idea if you're thinking of starting one of them too. But hopefully that can point you in the right direction. Again, I don't want to bash. It seems like I'm bashing screen printing, but I don't want to bash it. There's a lot of people making a lot of money screen printing. Once you have the practice, once you have the right equipment, right? You need the right equipment. Once you get a hang of doing the emulsion on the screens and burning the screens and all of that, it can be a very profitable business, right? But if I'm talking to my 18-year-old self, if you're in high school, if you want to start a side job and you don't have space to put the screen press, right? Just get a heat press. Get a heat press. Do it in your living room, right? Just be careful. You don't burn nothing. But do it in your living room and make shirts out of that. Make shirts for your church, right? Make shirts for a soccer team, for whatever. Like, find clients. I'm gonna make a video how to find basically different clients, right? So if I had to start all over, and if I had to do this all over again, and if I lose everything next week, guess what I'm buying? A heat press. And I'm starting to make shirts. So hopefully, guys, this helps a little bit. Hopefully this gives you a better idea. Please like the video, subscribe to my channel. I'm gonna have a lot of new content every Tuesday, every Thursday. Peace.